What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. I hope I'm sure some of you are probably tuning back in so you can see that I did the last episode. I did a preview of what was to come on the next episode, where I had it was supposed to be a M109 Paladin tank, military tank. I'm not sure if it was a 109 or not. I'm not real familiar with the with tanks, but what that thing actually was a mobile hospital, kind of like a very similar to an ambulance. That it was set up for medical inside of it. Looked like it held one or two stretchers in there. It's pretty neat setup, but they were very specific. The site that we were at was very specific about not filming. And then, of course, the other end was military base, and they were as specific. And those guys kind of hinted toward they didn't really want video on the internet about the unit itself. So, in the interest of keeping them happy, I pulled a bunch of footage from the truck itself as we were traveling, and I don't really see any reason why we couldn't post that, but I don't want to ruffle any feathers that I don't need to here. So I did get some pictures so you can see it. I mean, everybody in the world could see that while we were going down the road, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with, I don't think, with showing that. So I apologize for this. What this episode should be is a full workup on that load, and I was really looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be some great footage, but you know, you got to keep customers happy, and that's important. Probably the most important thing. Without customers, none of us have work. So, in the interest of keeping them happy, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to take any chances here with something as valuable as this customer. So, I wasn't able to. I do have some pictures, and I'll put them up right now. What I decided to do this week is to basically to show you kind of what 1 week looks like in my life and in the life of Specialized. I didn't, it's going up to New Hampshire, and I ended up finding about a week and a half ago. I was in Kentucky, and I'm rolling along, got a pretty heavy load on, rolling along, and I hit a bridge transition, and the bridge transition was so violent that it popped the airline off the neck of my trailer that goes from the neck to the bottom of the trailer. It popped that airline off, therefore locking up my brakes on the trailer. And fortunately, the tandems on the trailer themselves, they kept rolling, but the flip axle had just enough pressure lifted off of it that they could lock up completely, and they ended up flat spotting those tires. So I found those on Friday. Dropped it off at the shop Friday evening, and this morning, Monday morning, they went ahead and put tires on the back of this thing and checked some things out, and got the trailer all good to go again. So I left the shop. Unfortunately, I got a pretty late start today. I didn't leave the shop till about 11:30 this morning. So I am currently in. I left the shop is in Garfield Heights, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio area, and I am currently in, I think you say Rotterdam, New York, over by Albany. The delivery that this is going to is in New Hampshire, in Loudonderry, New Hampshire. So Loudonderry, I'm not sure how you say it. Ended up, this was really the last place with a decent shot at finding parking and even then it's a sketchy parking at best. This was really the last place to get stopped before I got into no man's land here. I'm going across the Route 9 to Route 7 in Vermont, New Hampshire. It's going to be, there's really nothing up there for a truck to stop at. So this was my best shot. I stopped here for the evening. I think I'm going to end up my GPS says I'm about 3 hours, 15 minutes away, but I think it's going to be more like 4 hours once I start climbing these hills and everything. So, hopefully we'll get this thing delivered in the morning. I'm going to try to show, like I said, this whole week is just going to be kind of like, I'm going to try to film a little bit of everything I do so that, you got an idea how a week goes with a week in the life of a specialized hauler. This one's going to be interesting because I'm not, man. I've been on the board all day, and been paying pretty close attention to the board, and I'm not seeing anything up here that I had a load for a guy that I delivered a couple weeks ago in Maryland, in Federalsburg, Maryland. I delivered to him, and he called me, and he asked me if apparently he bought a tractor in Indiana and asked me if I'd haul it for him, and I said sure. Gave him a quote. He was happy with it. So I was going to try to get from New Hampshire back to Indiana and pick that tractor up, but man, I at this point, the way the board looks, I'm going to be lucky if I get out of here with anything decent, let alone getting out of here to a specific point. So my brother happened to be empty, pretty close, within a couple 100 miles of that tractor. So I'm going to send him in. He's going to go pick it up tomorrow. And in the interest of getting the customer his tractor as quick as possible, I think this is the best choice. I don't know when I could have been able to get to it. Probably would have been later this week, I hope, but this way he's going to get his tractor a lot faster, and that's really what that's really what this game is about. Can you keep the customers happy, and that in return keeps phone calls coming your way. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get him picking that thing up, and that leaves me up here in New Hampshire. That leaves me kind of open-ended, given that it's going to be Tuesday morning when I get up there. That's a pretty fresh week. That means I'm pretty open to go just about anywhere. So that will help me out as well as helping him out and getting him out of the area he's in too. So, and helping the customer out and getting his freight. So right now I'm in Rotterdam, New York. Currently in line for a shower. Looks like I'm still third in line. So I'm gonna grab a shower tonight. Then I got to check daylight and see what daylight is tomorrow. See what time I can get out of here. Try to get up to New Hampshire as quick as possible, and I'm praying that something changes on one of the boards that I use between now and then, because it's really not, man, it's slim pickings. So the pickings that are there are a little slim for these rates. These rates right now, it's just unbelievable how low these rates are. So hopefully you guys out there are having a little less trouble than I am finding good paying freight, but I got a feeling that this looks like it's all the way across the board that we're all struggling. So I'm really hoping that we're all weathering this storm okay, because that's what this is. This is a storm. It's going to pass, and hopefully we're all weathering a storm okay. It's definitely much more of a struggle than it used to be. So stay tuned. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and hopefully we'll get you some interesting footage this week. So I'm gonna go in here and get a shower as soon as it's ready, and we'll talk to you all soon.
Plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke.
Hi, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Man, this week I'm gonna talk about that once I get loaded up here and get rolling. I'm gonna do a short film, or a short commentary about this week. This week's been it's been a busy week. So but I'm here in Lebanon, Tennessee now, picking up an articulating dump truck from an auction site. It's an older one, looks to be in decent shape. Picking this thing up now. I'm gonna take you out there and show you the unit, and then we'll get her loaded up and get out of here. So, here we go. All right. So there's our dump truck right there. The guy came out. Super nice people down here. Never been to this auction site before, but man, they're nice people. Guy came down, made sure he said it fired right up, no problem, so he didn't have to jump it. That's our baby. It's got this, it's got the bracket right here that once I get it loaded up, we'll slide it over, put it in there, lock it in place, keep DOT from getting on me. So that's our unit right there. I got the trailer broke down. It's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm trying to do this quick. Got the trailer broke down over here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in this thing and get her loaded up. All right, that's ready. I think we're gonna, pretty sure I'm gonna need the outriggers on this one. Pull this dump truck up close to the...
Still horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all. Hell, it's our way of life. We're the last of the cowboys.
Okay, we're... Man, you gotta be kidding me. Parking brake is on. Ah, sweet, window rolls down. But it won't go back up. Oh, there we go. All right, where the heck is the parking brake? Okay, that's the dump. You gotta be kidding me. What the hell's the parking brake in this thing?
Yeah, these things are a little funny.
Well, I might be stuck in here.
The door not working?
I couldn't get it to open from in here.
Well, isn't that something? You might have to Duke the Hazard this
Yeah,
thing.
that's all right. It's got another door.
So you looking at how to drive it?
Yeah, well, I know how to drive it. I just don't know where the damn parking brake is.
Should be down here.
Yeah. That's the dump.
Oh, that's the dump?
Yeah.
Huh.
I played with that.
Okay, let's see.
That's why I can't. I thought maybe this was it, but
It could be.
making it, the lights on, and it won't go. So
Try to while you got it in drive. Try to push that button again that you were messing with. That one down there.
that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
Give it gas. Huh.
Oh, where the hell?
It's kind of peculiar.
Oh, where the hell they hid?
We drove it in a spot.
I don't know where they hid the parking brake at.
I don't know. Let me get on that other side.
You would think. No, that's not it. All right, how do you turn that on? Oh, maybe that was washer fluid. That's something else. If that light comes on.
Okay. Try reverse.
Yeah, it's still parking brake's still on. That's what I did. I put it down in one.
Yeah. That's very peculiar.
It's got to be.
It's got to be something simple.
One of these switches has to be.
So you tried this.
Yeah. What the heck? It's got to be here somewhere. You would not. You would think they'd make it pretty obvious.
Slide through.
That's got to be
I'm wondering if
the
there's
heat
a
control.
switch on the side somewhere. But I doubt it. I mean,
Yeah, how would you do that from the inside? You know?
yeah, right.
Raised a lot of hell. Back in my younger days, they were wild days. Yeah, wild days. Life was just one big joke. My head fogged up from the beer and the smoke in my wild days. Couldn't see through the haze. We had a lot of good times and some bad times too. Like when I lost my best friend Tommy, Lord, I wish he'd have made it through wild days. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know, never seemed quite the same without him there with us in our wild days. I guess you never know just when your time might come. You know, we didn't think about it much back then when we were young and in our wild days. 'Cause when we were young, we didn't have a care. Our parents said we didn't have a prayer. We was hanging out, living it up, raising all kinds of hell. Pushing our love, we was shooting stars out one by one till the early morning light dawned on a wild day. Yeah, another wild day. Wild day, wild seems like a dream. I was hellbound, just turned 18 in my wild days. Racing my car on the Mobac roads, I had Leonard Skinner on my radio in my wild days. Getting sideways. My mama always told me, son, I'll be praying for you. And I know somehow the man upstairs is gonna get you through your wild days. And he sure did. 'Cause when we were young, we didn't have a care. Our parents said we didn't have a prayer. We was hanging out, living it up, raising all kinds of hell. Pushing our love, and we was shooting stars out one by one till the early morning light dawned on a wild day. Yeah, another wild day. When we were young, we didn't have a care. Our parents said we didn't have a prayer. We was hanging out, living it up, raising all kinds of hell and pushing the love. We was shooting stars out one by one till the early morning light dawned on a wild day. In my younger days, they were wild days.